right. Good evening, all my friends and family out there in YouTube streets. This Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner, Zone 6A. Good evening, folks. Um, for the ones who watching the replay, all right, please enjoy. Hit that like button. Show me that you like me just a little bit. And also hit that notification so that you will be notified of any new videos and lives. I'm here every Thursday at 7 o'clock, and that's Eastern Standard Time. And I see y'all blowing me up already. Okay, I see Miss Ellen was here earlier. She's probably at home resting, but thank you for stopping in. Who we got? Uh, Latanya Lewis. Hey, Maria Graham. Hello, Mike. What's up, Mike? You and them poor aphids in your house, I tell you, you just catching it, ain't you? Hey, my Renaissance grandma. Good evening, sweetheart. Glad to see your face in the place. Yep. Hey, TLC Nagar, she in here. Hello, dear. For some reason, you're not showing up. I don't know what it is between your channel and mine, but I have problems seeing you show up. I don't know you're there until I see other folks saying hello to one another. I know Auntie Ellen was talking about earlier. I got to put those drops in my eyes tonight before I lay down. Is that TT Urban Pantry? Oh, good evening, sweetheart. Glad you stopped in to say hello to this old lady. I appreciate that. All right, telephone, start acting right. Let me put you on silent so you don't get the beeping and carrying on. Okay, there we go. Let's get it back. Okay. So, hello to everyone this evening. First thing I want to ask everybody, what's your weather like today? Yesterday it was 72 degrees here in Cleveland, and the day didn't get any higher than 40, and the winds are still high. So I was listening to some of the folks on Broke's live. The winds are still high. And Abe was talking about how some places is 70 and 80 degrees there now. So we're going up and down. CC Texas Garden Girl, I've been watching your videos. I'm liking you more and more. At Bouger, what's up, girlfriend? How are you? I didn't see you yesterday, did I? I thought I saw just Nikki and Stacy. So I know they say you was taking a class. So how you doing in school? Yeah, what you say it's 65 in South Carolina. Ooh, is that cold in South Carolina? Isn't it normally a little warmer than that, Marie? Texas. Yeah. CC, I saw you in Texas out there. Now it's 52. Okay. Yeah, I seen you out there going through the garden centers. And you took me talking about, yeah, go and check out your garden centers. Girl, you where it's warm. It's winter time here in Cleveland, okay? We can get a snowstorm overnight and like but look out the window and can't see. I've already done a video where my windows were so frosted I couldn't even see the house next door. We still got a couple more months yet. We're not guaranteed that we're free and clear of snow until almost the end of May. Was that Labor Memorial Day? Yeah. So yeah, it might have been 70 yesterday, but in a couple of days it could be 40 below. Oh, Mike, I know you in Minnesota. Every time I see your videos, you and your wife been out there shoveling for the last couple of hours, trying to dig around until the snowplow come by and then push all the snow back up in your driveway. Sorry about that. Bouger, what you say? 68? Okay, 68 is nice. I take 68. You can have this 40 degrees. Right now here in Cleveland, oh, I'm looking at my computer and it says snow tonight. See, that's what I'm talking about. It was 70 degrees yesterday and they talking about snow tonight. Yes, it's down to 30. No, it's down to 20 degrees right now. So it's been dropped from 42 down. Yeah. And 17. I'm sorry. It's 17 and cloudy and high winds. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be gardening inside for a minute. I was there up until 8:20. Class is doing well. All right, very good. You better come out like my mom said. You better bring me an A home, straight A's. TT would say it was 60 yesterday and it's 39 today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was 72. I think it got the highest, and now it's saying 17 degrees and snow. That's a heck of a jump. And what scared me is I kind of walked through my garden to look to see what was budding, and I seen daffodils trying to push up, and my other flowers and stuff was budding. I was like, I hate when we get warm weather because the plants get confused. They start coming out, and then when this cold snap hit, it kills everything. And then when spring actually gets here, there's nothing to show for it. It's all been killed back. Cassandra South Fulton, yes. Hello, dear. Glad you're here this evening. Okay, Mama Renaissance, Mama gone down the whole list of folks saying hi to everybody. What you say, Latanya? It's 73 degrees and we're under tornado watch and we'll be 29 tomorrow night. Ouch. Well, hopefully you'll be safe. Hope that it don't touch down. That you'll be all right. Sending a prayer your way. All right, everybody saying hi to one another. Hey, literally Lala. You know what got to happen, right, Lala? Me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do. And I stopped there. Yes, indeed. Glad to see you made it in here tonight. I like that, literally la la. I think you come on over here on Thursdays just so I can do that for you. Yeah, so that I brought up the issue about everybody's where they're at, where they're warming up. Normally 70 degrees or warmer is normally too warm for brassicas. So are you actually planting warm weather plants like tomatoes and peppers and melons now and putting your sweet potato slits in the ground and then you just wait for fall? Or it's okay to put your brassicas in now because the sun hasn't gotten to its full potential as far as intensity in heat? Just say TT, you better sign. I ain't thinking about you. You walking around there with your dog with a wardrobe. You got his own clothing line. Yes, indeed. Yeah, because I know I did a video the other day showing that my basil and what was that? Something else had hit. Don't get old. Brain farts. But anyway, some of my herbs has finally sprouted. I'm still waiting on the rosemary, which I know everybody complains that it really is hard to sprout. So I'm gonna add another one just in case rosemary decide not to show up. Hey, Blue Lotus Vibes, what's up, baby? Thank you for stopping in and seeing me tonight. Okay, I'm running my mouth and not seeing folks popping in. I see one another saying hello to everybody. Oh, okay. All right. Everybody's saying hi. Time. Thank you. Yeah, that's what's it. What time is it? Because honest to goodness, my brain comes and goes when it wants to. You know what? And sometimes I have what you call selective memory. It selects what it want to remember. I don't have any say so in it. I just have to go with the flow. If I'd have ran in there and looked at it, yeah, I would have came up with that. I'm glad somebody else is paying attention. Yeah. Like they say, I have my good days and I have my bad days. Whole new perspective. Hey girl, I was gonna talk about you tonight. I was watching you make that homemade what was that, oatmeal? What I got you down here for? Yep, the instant oatmeal packages. Yep, I was watching that. I was like, yep, that's too much work. See, you young folks can do that. I'm not pulling out the blender and throwing all that stuff in. I just go ahead and get my big box of variety pack from Quaker Oats of all the different oats with the strawberry and the honey and what they call the brown sugar one. Yeah, it's something, people. I didn't believe when old folks said, when you get to a certain age, it's just some things you just don't do anymore because you didn't did it all and you're tired of it. Now I understand what they mean. Yep. I have brain farts like you wouldn't believe. Martika, what's up, baby? Glad you came in tonight. Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody saw the video with my cat sitting up in my ficus tree. Yeah, Miss Annie. I'm just recording away, and all of a sudden she wanted my attention. I heard that, yeah, and I'm like, okay, that's really close. Where is that? And this is not the first time she sits in there. I've actually put rose clippings in there and other stuff to keep from her sitting in the plant. And I don't know how she does it, but she moves everything to one side so she can sit there. So the only time I don't have to worry about her sitting there is if I water the plant. She don't like it when it's wet. So I can't water it all the time. It's really easy when you buy oaks in bulk. Yeah, I believe you. I'm gonna tell you, I just don't feel like doing it. Just like if I don't have to cook, I don't. Yeah, when you live alone and you don't have to cook for anybody else, mm-mm. Yeah, I could eat a bowl of cereal and be happy for the night. So yeah. Did I see Joshua? Hey Josh, how are you, dear? Nice to see you. Glad you made it in tonight. Yeah, if I can get away with making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and eating a banana or a bowl of cereal because I don't feel like cooking, I don't. See, I don't have that family, and I don't entertain like I used to. Most of my friends are my age or older. So, no, we'll do Sunday dinners all day long. I went out Sunday. I had a good time Sunday. You know, I have to get into the mood sometimes to cook. And then when I cook, I mean, I'm cooking. I tear the kitchen up cooking, and when I end up cooking, I can eat off of it for at least 2 or 3 days before I get tired of it. If it's not all gone, throw it out or throw it in the compost pile, corn on what it is. But right now, I do have some fresh veggies in there. What I got in there? Broccoli and bell pepper and some other stuff. So I might make what is that? Salisbury steak tomorrow with red onions, white onions, bell pepper, saute it down, make some mashed potatoes, and throw some fresh garlic in it, make some garlic fresh potatoes, and then steam the broccoli, throw a little butter on it. Yeah. I'm eating pork rinds and ranch dip for dinner. I understand. Yeah. Oh, your wife didn't ask you to fix something for her? So good, garden. So good. Let me tell you, I miss your videos. You and your family, they crack me up. Y'all are hilarious. I just laugh for days when I watch your videos. I mean, you make me go back and watch your videos over again when I need a good laugh. Yes, ma'am. I have to get the entry to wait to cook to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some days you just don't feel like it. See, all my kids is grown and grandkids is grown, and there's nobody but me. And when my friend do decide to show up, he cooks. So I don't cook nothing. Can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. Oh, yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, welcome to my channel. Thank you. I seen you somewhere else today. I think was it Miss T at the T. But thank you for coming in. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello to this old lady. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and show me that you like me. Just a little bit. Yeah, I was sitting going through all those seeds that I bought the other day from the that I did the video on, and I'm having the hardest time making up my mind which ones I want to do. I only have so much space, and I can only do so much since I do all this gardening myself. And I have good days and bad days for my back when I act up or not. I live upstairs on the second floor, so going up and down those stairs, running in and out the house to do whatever I need to do. You know how you get all the way down to the bottom of the step and then you remember something, you go, I don't want to go back up there again. You have to be in a certain frame of mind some days. It's just like doing laundry. I have my own washer and dryer in the basement, so it's like a flight of stairs, landing, another flight of stairs, landing, another flight of stairs, a landing, and another flight of stairs. So sometimes I might only do 1 or 2 loads of laundry because I don't feel like running up and down those stairs. I get my exercise, believe me. If I needed to get steps in, believe me, I get them in. Yeah. So same way we're doing working on the garden. I have a lot of tools up here because tools seem to walk around here, even in the basement, much longer in the garage, if you know what I mean. So if I go downstairs and forget my gloves or a spade or something, I'm just like, I got to go back up there because that might be a key piece I need in gardening. Okay, that's so good saying hello, everybody. Did you watch Steve Wilkos and Jerry Springer show? I couldn't tell you. No, no, I never did watch Jerry Springer. I don't like his show. It's just too funny with me. All those folks fighting and carrying over stupid stuff. It just I don't do that. Hey, hands in the dirt, Stacy. I need you to come over here and spray my fruit trees like you sprayed yours. Back to driving, but I'm listening. Hello, GT Junior. Thank you for listening in. I appreciate that. Yeah, that pink looks good on you. Thank you. I got another pink shirt. I can't tell you what's written on it, but I couldn't find it. I've been packing up and moving stuff around, trying to do spring cleaning, trying to pull out spring. This t-shirt happens to be my mom. My mom passed away. It'll be 12 years in June. And kind of went through her stuff. And before I lost weight, I used to fill this out a lot. But since I lost weight, I still love it because it just make me feel like my mom's close to me. So I was feeling in a mom kind of mood way today. So yeah. Hey, G Mama Groves, what's up, girlfriend? Thank you for stopping in tonight. Saying hello to everybody. That's right. Hey, Grow with Hudson. Thank you, girlfriend. That's right. 24 watching, 18 thumbs up. Hit that like button. Show me that you like me. Just a little bit. And I want to kind of expound on that. We know on everybody's channel, we know that when you hit that like button and thumbs up, how the YouTube community, how do you say, notices that. And we're always asking everyone to hit the thumbs up. So if you want us to hit thumbs up when we come visit your channel, please do it for everybody else. We all together in this. I don't know why it's so hard for y'all to hit that thumbs up button. You gotta hit it coming in. Just try to be a little more mindful of how much that means when you hit the thumbs up. Because I'm really trying to get my channel to grow, and I can use all the thumbs up I can get. It's greatly appreciated. Believe me, it is. LP, hello. Thank you for stopping in tonight to say hello. Yes, indeedy. Okay, everybody saying hi to one another. Also, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Girl, I'm so glad you made it here tonight. Oh, how I sit and watch your videos about your seeds and how you trade and mail seeds off to one another. Oh, thank you so much. Because I got seeds from you last year. I do believe I had went on your show and won something and got some seeds, some carrots and some other stuff. And I want to plant those for sure. But yeah, y'all hit that like button and really show me that you like me. Just a little bit, would you say? I understand everybody's in different time zone. Everybody have, well, not everybody, but a lot of y'all have children. A lot of y'all have children with special needs. A lot of y'all have husbands. A lot of y'all have husbands, kids, and the whole 9 yards. See, I don't have none of that. So it's a little easier for me. So when you come in and you holler at me and you leave out, I do understand. I can relate. That's the word I was looking for. I can relate to what you're going through. So if you're cooking dinner or you got to do homework or you got to get the kids in the bed, yeah, I understand. Not a problem. As long as you run through and holler at me, I ain't mad at you. I greatly appreciate you taking the time out to say hello or hit the thumbs up for me, even if you had to come and go. Is Analytic Gardener in here? I missed her. Okay, yep, I see people saying hello. Hey, Analytic Gardener, thank you for stopping in tonight. You said cooking. See, that's what I'm talking about. Cooking, yes, but listening. All right, I thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I was also listening to who's that? Broke Farmer while he was talking to Miss T. Yeah, my fruit trees. I do only have one fruit tree in the ground, and that's my Honey Crisp. That does really well. I don't water it. I put a lot of mulch around it. I throw some slow release fertilizer in it and let nature take care of itself. But I do have a Red Haven peach, and I have a contender. I have a yellow delicious. I have a medley plum, a cherry tree, uh, another pink lady. All of those, but those aren't in the ground. Those are in 17-gallon um, laundry tubs that I got from Walmart, Wally World. And so hopefully they made it through. This has been somewhat of a mild winter because normally in February, it's normally our coldest month. And yesterday broke all kinds of records in regards to weather. It's never been that warm in February. It's normally the coldest month. Grace Grimes, hello, sweetheart. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello to me tonight. I greatly appreciate that. If I missed anybody in there, please, it's not intentional. I'm kind of running my mouth here. Uh, all right, we got enough folks in here. I'm gonna run down my checklist for the week. If anybody has been watching these folks, they were talking about the county extension program. They have some good stuff. Matter of fact, I'm waiting on them to call me back to let me know if they're offering any free trees. Because sometimes they will offer you free trees if you ask for them. But if you don't ask for them, they don't send out notifications. That's right, G Mama Groves. Tell them about it. Turn on that notification so you can show me that you like me just a little bit. Yeah, so check out your county extension program. I found out not only does the county have an extension program, if you got any universities in your city, they had their own personal uh, extension programs because they teach agriculture in the colleges. So they show them how to reach out to these different neighborhoods and subdivisions and what have you in regards to trees, growth, farming, and what have you. So there's more than one extension program in your city. Even if you're in a small town, they even have them for farmers. I actually went through the Master Gardener program, and like most people say, it's a joke. It is. It has a lot of. I put it like this: it's mainly for people who have nothing else better to do. For people who really serious about gardening, it's not all about that. I thought it was a waste of my money. I did learn a few things, but a lot of things I already knew going in there. It was just too bougie for me. I was kind of disappointed, but I completed the program, took the test, and passed. So I didn't keep up my certification, but I did take the course. Agricultural colleges and universities. That's right. Got that right. Whole new perspective. You on it? Let's see. Hands in the dirt. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, they do soil tests. They do. I had people who would come in because I had to work the front desk. When you had to work X amount of hours each year to keep your certification up. And I worked the desk where people bought in little what they call it, sandwich bags full of sample soils, or they'll call and ask you about where to get the samples at to bring in to test your soil. Coach Mary Maud, hey, thank you for stopping in. Glad you could make it. Appreciate that. And yeah, and it took them about a week, and they send it off and come back and say whether your soil is depleted potassium or you need some more lime or whatever. And he gave them a list of stuff that they were low on and how they can beef it up. And it's according on where you're planting certain things. If you got a section that you want nothing but acid loving plants, you got to change the pH balance in there. Like in the front of my house faces east, so it gets the morning sun. My rhododendrons, rhododendrons, and what else I have over there? Hydrangeas. Really love the area where they're at, and I have nothing else in there. that is acid loving. But right around the corner, I add a different kind of fertilizer because I have roses, and roses don't mind a little acid soil, but they normally like their soil sweet. So, yeah. So you got to be careful on what you plant in what area. I have a lot of flowers. I've seen a lot of people today doing videos on planting flowers. I got a gazillion flowers, and I have perennials, stuff that comes back every year. Matter of fact, this year I need to divide them because they're getting too thick. And I have all kinds of bees. I get praying mantis. I get, excuse me, I get ladybugs. They all get attracted to the different flowers in my garden, in my yard. And then I add more flowers in my window boxes that lines the front of the porch for my hummingbirds as well. So a lack of flowers to attract pollinators has never been an issue in my yard. Hey, broke farmer, how's my son doing? Got your Stella with you? Hey, IMSC Pam. Pam, I haven't seen you for a minute. You okay? Lime, adding lime makes the soil sweeter. Yep. And I would add like pine leaves and coffee grounds to bring up the pH balance in where I have my hydrangeas and rhododendrons at. Yankee sister, what's up? Thank you for stopping in there. Rios family, hello, hello. Well, I've been seeing y'all everywhere today. Thank you for hanging in here, turning down this YouTube street. Oh, am I saying? I just saw it. Oh, Shantirement. Thank you for stopping in. I hope I said your name right. Sometimes I get a little tired tongue. Miss T with the T. Yeah, girl. I'll show you showing out there, trying to learn a little something about gardening. I am proud of you that you're putting forth the effort to try to learn. Because you got, kids, grandkids, hey, they need to learn about this because the way the food prices is going, everybody's gonna need to grow something in a minute. In a minute, there might be certain things we won't be able to buy at the supermarket because we can't afford it. Just like Led was saying earlier, how he told people since he had his YouTube channel to start buying chickens. Now we know in a minute the price of chicks and chickens gonna go through the roof because everybody's buying them because of the price of eggs. So every time something, a calamity of some or disaster of some kind hits, things start jumping off the shelves. Just like when COVID hit, toilet paper and paper towels took off on the shelves. Who knew? Psalms 146. How you doing, hon? I haven't seen you lately. You okay? Just want to know. Yes, the price of chickens. Oh, yeah, chickens is outrageous. I mean, like I was watching a newscast today where they had a sale on eggs and the shelves was empty. I'm supposed to snatching eggs like they was panning for gold. Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm proud of you. And let me tell you, just like Bro said, you're gonna spend a small fortune getting started because you're gonna be like we are. Like we always go to the clearance section first, and we looking for pots, broken bags of soil, or mulch or whatever, and we snatching up everything. Every time you see me, I'm making a video about seeds. It's hard for me to walk in the store and not go to the seed section first. I'm in there to get a loaf of bread and a half a gallon of milk, and here I'm looking for the seed section. Oh, it can be addictive and it can be fun at the same time. But these seeds, I will be when I finally reach that 1,000. I'm gonna start doing giveaways, and I'm gonna do like everybody else. I'm gonna start saving up my seeds, and they'll be part of the giveaway. And I'm more than happy to. Bammy with Arthur Butler. Hello, thank you for stopping in. I'm glad you could make it tonight. Yep, everybody saying hello to one another. So happy that you're beginning your journey. Yep. Miss T, yeah, everybody's so happy to see you. And this is what the garden community is about. Let me put it like this. Before the garden community came out, I knew a few people in my neighborhood that garden. and we converse with one another. I have a pavilion over here for seniors, and they have a small garden club that I used to communicate with. Crafty Leo, thank you for stopping in. Nice to see you here. And that's what's the furthest I got as far as gardening communication. Then when the pandemic hit, the internet blew up with people wanting to learn how to garden. Ro, what's up, baby girl? And people started asking questions. People started giving their advice. And then Lead Farmer blew everybody up and said, get your own channel. No two people garden alike. I don't even care if you're in the same area. Like myself and TLC, we're here in the same city. She was on the west side, I'm on the east side. Now she's coming over to the east side. So I hope to get to see her even more. And we can exchange seeds. We can exchange what we know, knowledge. That's the word I'm looking for. Knowledge in regards to gardening. Because if you ever stop to watch TLC's videos, the girl got it going on. She got a lot going on. Very, very knowledgeable. And I really appreciate that. So you learn from one another, you know, you ask questions. Let's put pressure on that like. Oh, yes, that's right. Hit that like button. Show me that you like me. Just a little bit. Yeah. So we have to not be scared to share. And ever since the pandemic, everybody's learning how to garden. And like I told folks, it's like, what do you garden in? I'm like, anything that holds dirt. I don't care if it's a pair of old blue jeans. You can tie off the legs and fill it up full of dirt, stick a plant in it and use it, especially a hanging plant that will fall over the sides of it. You can grow whatever you want. I've seen people grow gardens in teacups, okay? If it can hold dirt and you don't overwater it, you can grow in anything. I have 5-gallon buckets. I got grow bags. I got raised beds. I got flower pots of all various sizes, fancy, some plain. I have clay pots. I've used a box. No, I've used a laundry basket lined with landscaping. What they call it? The landscaper material, and put dirt inside. And I've grown potatoes inside of a trash can. If it holds dirt and it got holes in the bottom of it, you can grow something in it. Hey, Mary Grow With Me, 1964. Thank you for coming in and stopping tonight. Yeah. So when people say, I don't have room or I live in an apartment, I don't have a balcony, who cares? If you got a window, if you got a window, you could take a Quaker Oat box, or you could take a box, one of those plastic containers that your coffee come in, and put holes in the bottom and put dirt in it. There is no excuse why you can't grow stuff. The only thing is stopping you is you, you know. And like we say, anybody can send seeds to one another. Send seeds to one another and get you some dirt. Just like Miss T, I saw your little pot with your cucumbers in it. You put the effort to put dirt in the pot. You put your seeds in it. You watered it, and they germinated. So that is the beginning of a beautiful thing. And so now you need other pots, because you have more than one plant in that pot, and you're going to have to learn how to take those out and separate them, because all of them can't grow together in that one little pot. As they get bigger, they're going to need room. So you got it. You got it started. Dima, is that D mode or D mood? D mood. Okay. Hello. How are you? Thank you. I think it's the first time I've seen you in one of my chats. I see you everywhere else. But thank you for stopping in tonight. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button now. Show me how much you love me. Just a little bit. Will be greatly appreciated. So yeah, so we're gonna help you on this journey, Miss T. We're gonna get you together. Just like we working on, like Liv was working on Motivation Geek, the weightlifting geek. And he was walking through, I think, what was it, Wally World or Home Depot, one of them stores he was walking through, and he was getting dirt and stuff. So we don't get everybody that's in the garden community. If you're here for entertainment, go somewhere else. If you're here and you're serious and you want to be self-sufficient and independent slowly from the grocery store, then you're in the right place. Because we ain't here to play games. Not when it comes to feeding yourself, feeding your family, feeding your neighbors, feeding your friends. This is serious. And every time you walk in the supermarket, it'll let you know just how serious this time is. You know, a lot of people don't want to believe in the Bible in the last days, but it's true. 2 Timothy 3:1-5 will tell you just how true the times we live in here right now, whether you want to or not. Okay. I was laughing earlier too, watching Best Yet Journey, catching them chickens and putting them in there and fussing at them. I was cracking up. If it ain't the dogs they chasing and looking for, it's the chickens she chasing and looking for. It's hilarious. Yeah. Nikki. Yes, dear. Hi. I was also watching Good Eats Homestead. She was making that fire cider tonic. And I'm gonna try that recipe. That's something new I would like to try. Yes, indeedy. And I like it because she did step by step. She had everything chopped up. She told you exactly what everything was. She showed you how to put it in the jars. She said normally she would use half a gallon, but she was using 2-gallon jugs because she wanted to make a large portion. And she was telling you, she didn't know how much vinegar, what was the apple cider vinegar you added, but she said enough to cover all the ingredients that was in the jar, and how that you put it away and let it sit, bring it out, shake it up. You know, I like the step-by-step recipe she did. So anybody who wants to try this can do it. And all the ingredients was easy to find if you didn't already have it in your house. It's just like I kind of play a little bit. You know what, bro farmer, I ain't thinking about you. I was out there watching you clean out your strawberry beds today. I was watching the video and I was like, Dad, that's all he got? Broke. I got a whole backyard that turned into a humongous strawberry patch. I did not know it was going to turn into that. I had been trying to grow strawberries for years. I could grow them in pots, but this, what they call it, a runner attached to the ground, and then it just kind of just did like this. It took over the whole backyard. I got strawberries popping up in my vegetable beds, my garden beds, around trees. The strawberries have taken over. That's too much for me to clean up and trim. All that, make it, the don't. And the patch is big enough for me, the slugs, neighbors, birds, everybody can get some. I don't even worry about it. If I get strawberries, I get them. If I don't, I don't. But I haven't had a year yet where I didn't get the strawberries, and it's been like that for years. Yeah, and yet they send runners and they attach into something, and then they just take off. Yeah, I got a couple of pots given to TLC where I just took the runners and just stuck it in the dirt. Didn't pin it down, just stuck it in the dirt and stuck. It took, clipped that in, and I got a whole independent plant. Yep. Would you say, Mike? I want strawberries. If I could figure out a way to ship it to you, I'll pull up some and wrap it up in some bubble wrap and ship it to you. You got to send me your address. Um, oh yeah, and I was watching Lashes earlier, running with the baby. Her nails did look good, but what really attracted me to that is when she started talking about the water she was surrounded by, and she's like she didn't see any alligators and snakes. I'll say what? I was like, no, I wouldn't be running that way because you don't know what will run up out that water and attack you and your baby. Yeah, she's a brave sister. They must be really patrolling that area to keep the critters to a minimum. That's a whole different kind of critter. See, we complain about the tree rats, squirrels and stuff, and she talking about alligators and snakes. No, not my cup of tea. Yes, indeedy. Uh, why you women want to kill us? That's according on what you did, Mike. You put your own head on the chopping block. Don't be trying to put it all on us. A woman is pretty much mild tempered and laid back until you hit the wrong nerve. Then that's a whole different story. Other than that, if you figured out what you did wrong, then it's up to you to make it right. As simple as that. Okay. Razor nails. Well, we ain't gonna poke your eye out. You stick it in there. I have naturally long nails, but I square mine off across the top, keep from poking myself. I've had them so long, I know how to work with them. Unicorn Tech lady. Oh, Lady Tech. I'm sorry. Good evening. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna have to get a sip of water. I'm drinking water. I'm trying to stay hydrated. Ooh, get a little parched. Yeah, let's see who else I was talking about. Oh, Beauty in the Garden was showing 4 kind of ways that you can make your sweet potato slits. I bought a bag of sweet potatoes the other day. I'm gonna just stick them all in some water. When we were kids, my mom wanted something green in the house in the wintertime. She would buy sweet potato and stick it in a mason jar and sit it in the window. And then she would train it to go around the curtains and the rod and all of that. Never knew that I could take the pieces of it and bury it in the ground and grow my own sweet potatoes. And I used to see my mom saute some leaves every now and then. Did not know they were edible until she fixed them. Oh, okay. You like a squared, not pointed. All right. Oh, self-defense. Yeah, I'll fight a squirrel before an alligator. I know that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Tree rats is a whole different category than something that they can run faster than you can. Alligators are fast. They can outrun you. Yeah. I dare you to grow some guava in a high. Yeah. Tell him, Psalms. He said he grow everything else. Let me see if he can grow that. Oh Lord, he go broke. That's a fun idea. You ain't gonna do it, broke. You too busy in the greenhouse. I was watching you in the greenhouse. I was watching that video, and you was in there with your finger lines and your eating your. And I want one of those so bad. I want me a meat wok kumquat. Oh my goodness! A lot of places don't sell them, and the ones that do, they want too much. I ain't paying that much for it. I want a meat wok kumquat because Led sent me some. He sent me a piece. I bought a piece, and he sent a couple of free samples in there. They were so good, and I messed around and I let it dry out. I had so much stuff going on at the time. I didn't water it, and it just broke my heart. I'm gonna get me a meat wok kumquat though. If I had room, I would. So I bet you would. And you know what, Mike? You're gonna try it anyway. Yep. You do need a warehouse. Have a good evening, everyone, and bless you. Gone, Rios? Okay. Well, thank you for stopping in tonight. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Please come back and see me next week at the same time. But I know I'm gonna see you in the YouTube streets between now and next week. So yes, I plan to grow sweet potatoes indoors for the lease. Okay. All right. And then if you want to, you can snip off the ends and throw them in some dirt. Throw it in a pot and grow something. I bought one this year and it cost me no, see, I'm a grandma on a budget. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Love you, son. Try Mackenzie Farms from Miwok. That's a new one. We've been blowing up Bottoms Nursery. Oh, that's what I wanted to show y'all. Remember when I did the video about showing y'all my figs and I said one of them didn't have a tag on it and I thought it was the Black Mission? It was. So in the mail today, not only did they send me a new tag for the Black Mission, but they sent me descriptions, tags on every fig that I bought. This one is for the brown turkey. Gave you a full description on how to plant it, how big it gets, the whole description of it. This one is for the Italian honey fig. This one's for the Black Mission. And this one is for the Chicago Hardy fig. So I'm really excited about these, and I'm going to attach them along with my new tag for my Black Mission onto my figs. I got them in the basement, and I decided not to put them in the 3-gallon buckets, but I put them in the 5-gallon because I figure once they get started, I'm not going to want to transplant them anytime soon. So far they're looking like they still alive. They didn't break, so they still alive. Yeah, it is. It is nice. I really appreciate that. See, that's what you call customer service. You know, you don't have to argue with them about, no, I didn't get this. Well, we put it in there. No, you didn't, you know. And it wasn't even like that. It was like, I didn't see a tag on there. It might have fell off in the box. But when I first did the video, all the rest of them showed the tags except for that one. And I emailed her. She called me back and I told her. And the next thing she said, I'll put it in the mail. I did not expect the other descriptions for the rest of them, which was beautiful. And I appreciate that. So, yeah. I need Baker Creek to send me tags for my seeds. I thought I had ordered a Baker Creek catalog. I hope these folks didn't steal it, but I should have had it by now, and I haven't seen it yet. I've seen everything else, but I hadn't seen my catalog. I heard Chicago. Yeah, Chicago fig. Sorry, I was cooking and listening. That's all right. Like I said, we know some of y'all got families. Let's see what else on there. Yeah, Broke showed us the strawberries and his trees blooming. Oh, I like Eco. Eco tickle me. Every time Eco go in the woods, he finds something new. And was the last trip he went to the back of the property, found a hood of something back up in there. Every time I see Eco, I was watching that one video Eco was going through, and he has the pew pew with him, and he was moving branches out the way. And I was like, brother man, no, he don't know what he liable to run up inside the woods in this broad daylight. I was like, okay. Oh, you see, you get one automatically every year. Well, this is my first year getting it. Yeah, yeah. I should have had. It's been way more than 4 weeks since I put in an order for my catalog. I might not never see it, but that's okay. I requested so many catalogs from them and haven't seen that one. Yeah, that's a possibility. They hit that post office and everybody take it. They don't know who. You don't know who took it, so it's a shame. But yeah, that can happen. I just got my Baker Creek catalog 2 weeks ago from very, very late. Yeah, well, actually, I ordered my Baker Creek catalog last year. Okay. And we're already up to the 16th, halfway through February already. So yeah. The McKinsey has the Miwok 1 gallon for $25. That's not bad. I never heard of the McKinsey, but I'm gonna check them out. But my son said he got me, so I'd rather go with him. I get the botanical interest, Berkey, Baker Creek, and I think Johnny. Now I have Berkey and Baker Creek that sends me emails on my computer, but I hear who is that? Miss Linda talk about botanical interest as far as seeds, but I have never gone onto that website, check it out, but I will. Urban Gardener Chronicles. Hey, thank you for stopping in tonight. Appreciate that. Everybody, please hit that like button and show me that what you like me just a little bit. Greatly appreciated. Let's see what else to talk about. Oh, I was watching Homestead Heart trying to plant some flower seeds herself and her cats. She knows she got cats up the wazoo, and they just love her. That woman loves animals, and the animals love her. They always want to be around them because she talks to them, she pets them. Mine over there, knocked my co-host, she's sitting over there knocked out cold. Greedy rascal. Ate, got full, and went to sleep. So I did. Sis, I'm not paying for another one from them. I just go online. Oh, okay. Sometimes you run into stuff like that. Urban Calvin in India. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you can, get bad service. But since Stacy first dropped their names when he's showing the trees and stuff that he had gotten from him, folks been blowing him up. Cause who else? I saw a video. I think was it Fifi? Maybe she got some trees from them and she was putting them in the ground. I've seen so many videos today. Sometimes I forget who's who. Pro Farmer, I'll be swinging by your channel later tonight to see your new video. Oh yeah, yeah, him out there with those strawberries. Oh yeah, and then Led talking about land home ownership. Yeah, I've had two houses. I rent now. Nothing against it. I love having my own, but after a while, it got to be too much. And just like I've seen a neighbor across the street whose house was paid for, but they got behind in paying their taxes and they snatched the house to pay the taxes. And I thought that was just wrong. I thought that was just wrong. So yeah, you can buy and pay for your house, but it's truly not your own. Who else? Oh, I was watching Brampton today too, planting flowers, because I've seen her flower garden, and it's gorgeous too. So she had a lot of flowers she was planting. Oh, when I was watching Fifi, oh, she was cleaning out the chicken coops, and she was putting the chicken poop around her fruit trees as good fertilizer for the trees. So yeah, my cat Pebbles is sitting on my lap. I can't move. Yeah, I was taking a nap. My cat wanted me to play with her, and she did that. And I was like, if you touch my cheek again, I'm gonna pop you. She didn't pay me no attention. She went right back and said, I was like, you really want me to wake up, don't you? Yeah, she's spoiled. Yes, indeed. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Hello, Miss Shirley and everyone in chat. Gloria, Elliot, thank you for stopping by this evening. I appreciate you. Okay, now I asked a question earlier for you folks in the warmer states. What are y'all planning? Because I know us in these cold cities and states, we're inside and doing hydroponics. But you guys in the warmer, are you planting peppers and tomatoes now? Now we know Miss Linda plant all year round. So, but for the rest of y'all, because this year I actually want to try to grow me what is that? A broccoli romanesco. I got a 5-gallon bucket with its name on it. I'm gonna try one of those because they look so good. I ate one last year I got from the farmer's market. But like they said, it's not like having your own. So I want to try it myself and see if I can grow one. Everything just got planted. So everything got yeah, bro. Your temperature is a lot warmer. Like we won't see super warm weather till, like you say, either after Mother's Day, and hope we don't get a surprise snap. And normally, was that Memorial Day? I always get Memorial Day and Labor Day mixed up. I don't know why, but yeah, Memorial Day. That's normally the end of May. Yeah. And like you said, I watch the temperatures. I watch the weatherman. If it's going to stay at least 55 or above for at least 5 days straight, then I plant in ground in my raised beds because I know they have been warmed by the sun and heated up to get it started. But in my other buckets and stuff, like I said, I have to wait for it to warm up to make sure that I'm not wasting seed. Even though I might have a gazillion one, I don't want to waste any, you know. to plant in buckets and other containers. I'm keeping it simple this year. I want to keep it simple, Indiana, but it's kind of hard when everybody keeps sending you seeds. Try this, try that. You want to try this, you want to try that. I'm in Arizona and have tomatoes. Oh, yeah, well, you in Arizona. Radishes, beets, garlic, flowers, herbs. We have been cold here, though, in the 30s the last few nights. In Arizona? Wow, that is a big change. We always get on Easter snap, but that's it. Yeah, see, like last year, we had 2 storms that hit totally unexpected. And I'm talking about everything looked like a whiteout. And I did a video, but at that time I put it on you when YouTube was Facebook, that I opened up the side door and there was this much snow. And I had short boots on and I was like, this ain't gonna work. And I had to shut the door, come back upstairs, take my short boots off, and put my tall boots on because there was no way I could walk through the driveway snow. And my granddaughter actually had to come and help me. She couldn't even pull up in the driveway. She had to park on the street and come up in the driveway and help me walk through the snow. AOVO on the farm, Southern Illinois. Well, hello. First time I ever seen you. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. Hey, I know everybody gonna start saying hello to you. My warmer state, North Texas, is about to get a freeze tonight. It's 49 degrees right now. Boy, 49 degrees is a heat wave, Unicorn Lady. It's 17 right now here in Cleveland. 49 is a heat wave. Wow. Sorry to hear that, though, especially when you got stuff out and ready for it to go. I made that mistake. It is super. Uh-oh. Chat jump. Hate when that happens. I was like, what was that? Oh, shoot. Either you go too far or you don't go far enough. It's 31 here in Chicago land. Shoot, even Chicago warmer than we are. I didn't think that was possible. 17. Okay, leaving my starts outside tonight because it will be 65. Oh, man. 65. That's showing up a heat wave for us. I made that mistake. It is super overwhelming. Not doing that again. Yeah. It sucks. And who was that? Miss T was talking about putting her plants out. She got to remember, when you harden off plants, you can't leave them out all day or just leave them. You got to bring them in. You got to kind of slowly do it in and out to acclimate them to the outside temperature. So if she's still in here, make sure that if you put your plants outside, please bring them back in, because if the temperature dropped by them being so young and tender, they will kill them overnight. So got to be careful. So can we be nice? March and April fools you cause will snow through. And like Ben said, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I just hope it don't happen on me. That's all I could say. Oh, are you almost done? Okay. Oh, Gail, hello. How are you? I didn't see you come in. If we get snow, the whole city shuts down. I know. Well, you're not made for snow. I mean, my cousin's down in Georgia and Alabama. They said when the snow hit down there, they don't have snow trucks. They don't have boots and heavy coats and stuff. So it shuts the city down. If it get iced up, I don't have stuff to break that stuff up. So yeah, see, up north, we used to that. Yeah, Mike. Okay. Sorry, that's 39 at 49. Shh. That's still a heat wave. It's 17. It's cold. You can sit a cup of water outside for an hour. It'll be froze. Oh, no, hon. Let's see. I haven't been live an hour yet. Well, in a minute, it'll be an hour. I normally do 2. So, yeah, we was just getting revved up. I'm laying in the grass naked. You know what, Mike? You ain't got a lick of sense. Boy, I tell you, your wife really is a good woman. That she loves you to deal with you and your shenanigans. last year in May, it snowed crazy. Yeah, we had 2 blizzards back to back, and it messed with my orchard because a lot of my fruit trees had flower, and it wiped out my yellow delicious. It didn't get a blossom on it. On my pink lady, I only had 2 that survived, and they went to flourishing. The only things that really made it through it was my Honeycrisp because it was in the ground, it was already acclimated, and my Red Haven and my Contender Peach. Those were the only 2, well, 3 apples that the apple and 2 peach that really did well. I think it killed my medley pear. My pear died altogether. It just wasn't enough. But I know at some point I was a little lax on water and all that stuff. That's why I'm a little leery about how big my garden's going to get this year, because I have to tote water. And if it gets too hot, I'm out there early in the morning and I can only tote so much before my back say, sit your behind down. You ain't toting nothing else. So that's why I really want to have a super sweet garden this year, but I know what my limitations is. And it's hard to find someone that's willing to help you to work in the yard. I've checked with my extension program to see if they have volunteers or anybody who wants to learn. And they didn't get back to me, and I'm not gonna beg nobody for help. If you have stuff available or programs, fine. If not, I'm not gonna kill myself over it. So but I'm gonna try my darndest to grow a lot of things I started last year that the deer ate. Like Miss Linda has sent me the butterfly blue pea and the Jamaica sorrow. Oh, I'm gonna grow these if I have to grow them inside in my back sunroom. I'm gonna get those to grow this year because I have deer, raccoons, groundhogs. It's like wild kingdom over here. I don't even have that much problem with the tree rats because everybody else is fighting for them. They run them out. So yeah, it's gonna be a battle, but I'm planning on getting something out of this battle. It was close to 60 degrees in Connecticut. Next week it will be cold and snowy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the temperatures is up and down. I keep looking at the bottom of the computer and keep saying snow showers. 70 degrees yesterday. 70 plus degrees yesterday. And now they talking about snow showers. That's like a 40-degree drop in temp, almost 50 degrees drop in temperature. And they wonder why your plants is going into shock and not producing. We have gone above and beyond what they call chill hours for our fruits and vegetables here. We just happy if stuff survives the constant up and down of the temperatures. And so if it's already warm enough in some states where you guys is planting all the stuff that you're listing, I hope your temperatures don't do a flip flop on you where you running out there with blankets and towels and tarps or whatever it is to cover up your stuff so that it will make it through the night. Because even if you have it covered, sometimes the shock of the change in the temperature is enough. It's a shock to our bodies. It was raining the other day. I was aching from head to toe. I was over here popping pills like as if I was a piss dispenser. I was aching from head to toe. And then the next day was 70 degrees. My body didn't know whether to get up or get down or shut down. It was crazy. It was close to 60. Oh, okay, I read that already. Oh, I didn't know I was oh that far in the chat. Milwaukee. I remember they used to have a commercial about what was that? The Clydesdale that was pulling those big wagons about the beer in Milwaukee. Just show a little bit of it all. Got it going in the house. 68 in the ATL. Atlanta, GA. Yeah, everybody's house is turned into terrariums and greenhouses. I don't start seed till about the end of February. Okay, all right. I'm starting seeds now, but I'm trying to learn because I want my sweet potatoes this year. I have to grow them up here off the porch in a big 17-gallon bucket. I'm not fighting with the groundhogs with my sweet potatoes. D mode. It's 72 degrees here in Central Virginia. Very unusual for us. Yeah, it's unusual everywhere. Yeah. Okay, but in Texas, it's supposed to be way warmer. Yeah, in Florida too. And it's bad everywhere. It's semi weather back over here. Oh, that's funny. Oh, CC. What you say, Yankee says it's only 56 to 54 degrees under my plastic hoops. Okay. Well, that's still above freezing. I'll be frozen solid if I tried that. It's a possibility. Mike growing on the inside. Try agricultural colleges. Yeah. We have one here. Was it Ohio State University? That's where our extension program stems from. And then we have the local ones from the universities that teach agriculture. They have their own little private departments. Yeah, I've done the Master Gardeners program. Save your money. Yeah, save your money. Yeah, you got to get more. You have to do X, what's it, 40 to 50 hours every year. No one has extra 40 or 50 hours of time unless you totally. I'm retired and I don't have them kind of hours. I'm more busy now as a retiree than what I was when I was working. When I was working, you had to try to find time to do things. Now I got all the time in the world and everybody want me to do everything. So believe me, just because you retired don't mean you got the extra time. If you got the money and can afford it, go for it. Everybody ain't got that going on. You can believe that. One year we had 110 in April, then snowed in May. 110? I didn't think it can get that warm in Minnesota. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is Wild Kingdom. My granddaughter, I had pulled up one day in the car. She went to step out and she stepped on a possum, screamed, jumped back in the car, and it ran out from under the car. At the end of my street, it doesn't go all the way through. It's Rockefeller Park. And like in the summer, between the hours of 2 and 4 in the morning, it's like you ever seen that movie Night at the Museum where the animals come alive once the sun go down? Where that's the way it looks like about that time in the morning. You will actually see the animals coming out of the park up the street in the neighborhood looking to turn over trash cans and eating whatever in your yard, like your azaleas or rhododendrons, and like the deer eat my hostas and what have you. So, yeah, you can literally see them coming up the street and going in the yards like this. Honest to God, it's truth. I'm talking about groundhogs. Groundhogs normally daytime; they sleep at night. But the raccoons come out, the deer come out, um, the possums come out. We have red fox. I don't have too much problems with the small ones like the rabbits and what's called the chipmunks. I don't have too much problems with that. But the bigger animals, please, they're in plentiful. They used to let the hunters come and thin out the crowds of the deer, and then they stopped doing that. So now the populations have gotten bigger, so they need more food, and everybody's fighting for food in the park. So when there's not enough there, they're coming into the neighborhoods, and it's a hot mess. You get tired of. I have hostas that they hadn't touched in 20 years. Last year, 2022, wasn't up but sticks. They ate them to the ground. I was so upset. I was like, I ain't did this. And I was like, yeah, well, everybody got to eat. That's the way I had to look at it. I had to think positive, you know. Yeah, weather's crazy. Animals are crazy. It's going to be 75 and above all week. Might plant a seed outside. Yeah, you would say that, bro. Temperature dropping down to 27 degrees tomorrow night. Oh, Stacy. There's usually a late frost in May. Yeah, sometimes we'll get that too. They tell you that after the 15th, but no. They'll tell you the 15th and you'll have a blizzard the 16th. Oh, shoot. No, my tulips, they don't even come up no more. I had got some tulips from the Cancer Society, and they kept eating them down and eating them down, and now they don't even show up anymore. They were beautiful too. They were pink. They were pink, and then I had some yellow and red ones. Yep, 80 here next week. Ooh, was 42 raining yesterday, 15 today. Ah, yeah. Pneumonia weather, flu weather, COVID weather. We are building now, but when I'm done, you can come over. Right now, my kids are living with me, and they have 8. Oh, you made me choke. 8 dogs. Oh my goodness. That's yeah. That's a lot more than a lot of dogs. But that's family. Possum eats ticks. Okay. Did not know that. All right. Hmm. I don't think I got ticks. I haven't seen any lately. Seen everything else. So they must have got rid of them, or there's a shortage. Because I had skunks for a while there, and you know what I found out about skunks that I learned? Skunks only show up if you got grubs. Grubs is a mainstay for skunks. You get rid of the grubs, you actually get rid of the skunks. Because they was tearing up my flower garden. And then I pulled up a plant one day and the roots was just about gone and all these little white worms on there. And it was grubs. I put down some Grub-X and then I also added some milky spore, which is supposed to build up that bacteria in the soil that kills grubs larvae. Yeah, when I got rid of the grubs, the skunks went away because that was their main source of food. So if you got a problem with grubs, with grubs, then you'll have problems with skunks. We have huge skunks. Pu. I know that's right. Y'all remember Pepe Le Pew from the cartoons? RJ was the raccoon's name. Oh my goodness. Don't it kill you when you start getting certain animals that keeps coming back to your yard, you name them? All right. Let me get to the bottom. This. Oh, okay. RJ was the raccoon name, yeah. Groundhogs eats hostas also. No, they was too busy eating my tomatoes and greens and everything else. I had a groundhog baby, little bitty fat thing like that. I had a cage around my greens, and he found a way to get up in there. And I got my broom and I was whacking it too. I was hitting it. I was mad. I was like, my greens was looking good and you in there tearing them up. And he finally figured out how to get back out and he got out the hole. And I figured out how to fix the hole so he couldn't get back in there. But no, they was tearing up my brassicas. He was, oh, yeah. I actually pulled the rest of them out. I was like, no, I don't want nothing that's been nibbled on like this. So no, that they don't bother my hostas. It was the deer. I've actually walked outside and seen a papa deer that had what they call it, a rack this big. And he turned and he looked at me and I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm going back in the house. And he turned back around. I was like, and if anybody saw the video I did last year, the deer that was in my garden, they raided my garden and then sat down. They was full. They ate my squash. They ate the leaves off my cucumbers. They ate the leaves off my watermelon and my, what else they eat? They nipped at the peppers, found out they was hot and left them alone. Went through some tomatoes, ate my Jamaican sorrel. They ate my okra. They ate quite a bit, and they were sitting and resting back in the corner. And I did a video. I went over there to water my garden, and when I walked around the corner, I went, oh, okay. I always take my phone with me, so I just instantly started recording. So yeah, I've had a crazy rabbit who would bite the heads off of tulips with a single. Okay, I didn't see that. That disappeared. Our squirrels do that over here. Armadillos like grubs over here. That's why my garden is fenced. Ooh. My son was in Dallas for 20 years, and I used to go visit every other year. And when I go, I would stay a week or two. We were going down the highway, and an armadillo was trying to cross the road, and somebody, how do you call it, clipped it. and it turned into a little ball, and it was almost like one of them ping pong, what they call it, pinball games. It was like ding ding hitting tires and cars, and was we were like, oh, that was the funniest thing I ever seen. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got hawks over here. We have herons, hawks, all kinds of birds. Cause like I said, it's a park at the end of the street. I saw what was it, a raven or something? Swoop down. You could hear it coming, but you couldn't see where it was at. And then there was a baby squirrel about that big getting ready to shoot up the tree. He swooped down, hit that little squirrel, pam, and went straight on up and disappeared. I was like, whoa. I felt so sorry. I almost cried for that little baby squirrel. I was like, he won't be making it home tonight. Falcons to guard my garden. Yeah. I hear the deer are quite yeah, I've had venison. I actually have. If you try to kill a deer around here, please, you will go to jail. That's how protected they are. You will go to jail. Yeah, I had problems with the tree rats taking bites out of my tomatoes when it got hot. And I was wondering why that was. And then when I Googled it, they said if they don't have a source of water and they're thirsty, they will take nips and bites out of your fruits and vegetables to quench their thirst. So when it got super hot, I would actually leave out buckets of water and they would actually drink it. And they kind of left my veggies alone as far as that went. But yeah, they were little scoundrels. My favorite meat. Uh, yeah, but you got to know how to cook it though. Not everybody know how to cook deer because it's gamey. We don't have deer issues here in the South. They would be the sausage or gumbo. I could believe that if they didn't have a law here about being protected against them, they would be thinned down. Believe me, there's enough hunters out here. They would thin that out real quick. The sausage is the bomb. Oh my god. Hey, Odom, thank you for stopping me in tonight. Yeah, we talking about this, that, and the other. Oh hell no, we have to lead them rat waters. Oh yeah, yeah. I would love for them to thin these deer out here because they can they're about as bad. You know how bad a tomato hookworm can go through a garden overnight? Well, that's how them deer is. I've gone out and taken pictures of the yard. It was so pretty. Didn't spray my hostas and stuff and come out the next day. Ain't nothing but sticks. They've gone through the yard. I've actually got so upset one day. I just turned around and came back in the house. I even forgot what I went outside for. I was so upset. Yeah, yeah. If you leave water out when it's really hot outside, that sometimes curve animals from biting and nipping at your vegetables when they're thirsty. Because if there's no clean water for them to drink, they're gonna get it any kind of way they can. And if you got a vegetable garden, that's like putting a target on your back. They're gonna keep scratching and nipping at stuff, trying to find out what they can consume to quench their thirst. Might not eat it, but you'll come out and find nips in it or scratches in it. Mm-mm. All right, let me see what else you got going here. Ooh, I didn't know I was that far behind. Okay, what time is it? Hour and 18 minutes. All right. Wow. I know the chap got that deep. When they say trying to get to the bottom, they mean trying to get to the bottom. I'm trying to get to. Oh, backyard garden. Flow 2021. I'm sorry, hon. I didn't see you. Like I said, when you get to running your mouth, you don't always pay attention to the chat. Y'all be talking to one another. I'm growing squash inside hydroponically. I didn't plan on it. Oh, what kind of squash, Mike? What particular ones? Because that one seed I love, and that's the butter. They call it butternut. We call it acorn squash because of the way it's shaped. I love that. When you cut that open, scoop the seeds out. Excuse me. You add some brown sugar, butter, and a little orange juice in it, and bake it. Oh my goodness. You don't even want to eat anything else. You just want to take that with a spoon and just scoop it up. because it as it cooks, it just soaks into the rest of it. It's so good. Wow, I'm really behind. I didn't know the chat was that far. Wow. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Psalms. Dad, what's the name of that? Oh, and they were stealing all the sweets and goods out of the house. Yeah, and then they had a animal catcher come in catching them. I saw that. I love that. I love animated cartoons. I do. My sister can't stand them. I love them. I wanted to go see what's the new one they got out? It's a part two. Where they got the things and they attaching all of them. I can't think. Butter Crunch. I also got Butternut and Kabaka. What's that? Okay. I live behind a cemetery and there's ponds and fountains all over. Okay. Yep. Now let me tell you, the cemetery has the richest soil in the world next to a forest. Decomposing bodies is nothing but nutrients and minerals. Okay, we live. Excuse me, I'm seeing that again. Yes, I'm growing butternut squash. Tastes like sweet potato. Yeah, it is. It's good. I love butternut. I fell in love with butternut with the way my mom make it. Is that kabocha squash? It's like sweet potato and pumpkin. Okay, I never heard of that. Ooh. I want to try purple sweet potatoes. Um, TLC gave me some slits last year of regular sweet potatoes, and the purple one, they was doing so good. The groundhogs ripped apart um, the regular sweet potatoes, and then the deer ate all the leaves, kept eating all the leaves off of the other one, even after I put it in the cage. They kept eating the leaves, and the leaves, you get your photosynthesis through your leaves down into your plant. They never produced. It wasn't even nothing there. I was so heartbroken. I really worked hard. I mean, I kept putting stuff in cages and they was finding a way to rip the cages apart. That was just crazy. It was breaking my heart. It's a Japanese squash. Okay. Thank you for that. You get your grapevines prune. I canned it. Okay. Oh, canned and it was delicious. Okay. Sound good. Might be what I had canned a few months ago. Where did you even get that? I've never heard of that. Was that a seed that you ordered or a seed that you got from somebody? Because that particular squash, I've never heard of before. And I thought I've heard all of them. But like Mike say, it's a Japanese squash. So when you're coming from other countries, there's a whole lot of stuff I ain't heard of, huh? Like everybody was raving about the Romanian. Is it Romanian? Cucumbers. Everybody's saying it's so good. I want to try those. But you need somewhere for it to run. You get your green. Okay. I canned it sound was delicious. Mike, you can? Or you water bath? You saying you canned it and it was delicious. Oh, candied it. Okay. Now, all right. I'm sorry. I understand now. Candied it and canned is two different things. Okay. What does it look like, Mike? I'm gonna have to do a picture. I candied it. All right. Just from the regular grocery store. So you ain't never seen it either, Indiana? I know that's right. Looks like an acorn, but bigger with orange spots. Oh, I've seen that. I just didn't know what it was. It was a squash. Okay. All right. Nope, I just am leaving it. I was really break from it. Yeah. Armenian. Thank you, Gail, for correcting me. I wasn't sure what was Armenian cucumbers. Okay. I wonder if that in the Baker Creek catalog. Probably is. If not Baker Creek, M.I. Gardner, or maybe even Hoss. Sitting up, leaving it. Yeah. Yeah. What happened one year? What was it that I had? Oh, it was my yellow pear tomatoes. I didn't particularly care for them. To me, they were just bland. Um, I mean, they were pretty. They looked nice in a salad, but taste wise, they didn't do nothing for me. And I guess it was a few I didn't get during the fall, and they reseeded and they were coming back up. And one of the animals came in and ate them down while they were still little. They were still tender, and I was like, good, because I didn't really like them anyway. So that was one of the plants that I said I would never grow again. I don't care who like it. If you like it, grow it yourself. But I didn't like the yellow pear tomatoes. And they were prolific. I mean, them bad boys, they kicked out some tomatoes. I kept it well watered and fertilized, and I used a lot of super juice and 511, and it produced like nobody's business. And I was giving them away as fast as they were producing. I just couldn't get into them. But the only thing I'm having problem with now is my lemon balm. For some reason, it never clicked. The lemon balm was a herb, and I put it in a raised bed, and it not only took over the raised bed, it jumped out the raised bed and it's coming everywhere. I got lemon balm up the wazoo. I'm pulling it up as fast as it's coming up. Yeah, it's a hot mess. Try it. It's so good. Okay, if you like sweet potatoes, okay. I like sweet potatoes raw. Anybody just slice a sweet potato and eat it raw? It's crunchy. We can eat it raw. I love eating it raw. Just planted Armenian cucumbers. Got it from Baker Creek. Okay. Gina versus Gina. Hey, sweetie. Now, how did TT beat you in here? How you doing, sweetheart? It'll be a package coming your way soon. I needed somebody to get me to the post office. I got something for you, baby girl. Angela Garden Delight. Hey. Lemon balm is part of the mint family, and it will. You ain't got to tell me, anybody will take over. That's the problem. I wasn't thinking. Now, see, I have peppermint in a container, and I have the mint, the what they call it, mojito mint, spearmint in a pot. I got those in pots. I knew they were mints, and I knew how they were spread. Why I didn't think about lemon balm, I don't know if it was just the word lemon that didn't click. And I got lemon balm coming up in places I didn't even plant it in. I don't know if the seed got into the wind and it got replanted, but I'm pulling it up as soon as I recognize the leaf because I got lemon balm in places I don't want lemon balm in. And I'm really upset that it took over that garden bed because I had some flowers in there and they just suffocated them. That's how bad they took over. You say you just got home a little while ago. I missed Brooks live and everything. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Like they said, they got the replay. You might not have been able to jump in there, but you can watch the replay. It was nice. It was funny. Miss T with T, she's really trying to learn how to garden, and it's so sweet. So yeah, like I say, you go in and look at the replay and still put your 2 cents in. Love some baked sweet potatoes, tried raw. I made some sweet potato fries the other day. I didn't want just plain fries. I made a hamburger and I wanted, and I said, oh, shoot, I got a sweet potato. And I got one of those cutters where you can put the whole potato in there and slash it and had the real fries. Put that bad boy in some cold water, let them get chilled, let my oil get nice and hot. And the sweet potato fries was off the chain. And sprinkled a little salt. What was that? Pink Himalayan sea salt on them. I almost forgot to eat the burger. I was tearing up the fries, so they were so good. Yeah, watch the replay. It's funny because Miss T was asking all kinds of questions. And the killer part about it, yeah, this is the funniest part of that whole live. There was so many people in that live that's in the 6A, 6B territory in different states. And everybody was trying to give her excuse me, their last frost date, where you can count back, what, 6 to 8 weeks from that to drop seeds and plants and what have you. And it was all over the place. But this is how it is for certain territories. They're all over the place. You got 6A in Connecticut, you got 6A in Ohio, you got 6A in Illinois, you got 6A in other states. So everybody that was in the 6A, 6B territory, where she has been pinned to be, have different frost dates. So everybody was telling them their frost dates. So it was a little confusing to her. We understood it. She couldn't, because she was trying to find anyone who lived in her state that had the same frost date. So that was different. If you have problems with knees, aches and pains, shoulder, lower back, try Microformers Mixed. It's good. It will make you feel so good. All those aches and pains will go away. And this one is called Serenity. See Microfarmer. Hit up his email. Let him know your aches and pains and tell them, boo, I need you. And have a nice day. My knees is fine. Sifting with soil and more. Mona. Oh, Mona, you took me with your late nights. They be off the chain. I love them. I do. Vanna Black is back. No different than Stacy's Black Depot. Oh, yeah, that stuff is good. I rub it not only on my hands. When my hands start cramping up and stiffing, it's good. I found out how good it worked on my hands from rubbing it on my knees. And I had this shoulder. I'm still recovering from this frozen shoulder. But yeah. Sandra living a full life. Well, hello. I don't think I've ever seen you in here. Thank you for stopping in tonight. I appreciate that. Yes, indeedy. Yes. I'm gonna need some more in a minute, because I actually gave a little bit to a friend of mine. She's actually recovering from polio from a child, and she still had problems with her legs and stuff. And I gave her a little bit of that stuff, and she called me. She said, "What is that stuff?" Yeah. I said, "Ancient Chinese secret." Oh, please, Sean. Yep. Hit that like button and show me that you like me. Just a little bit would be greatly appreciated. How many people here are going to the Soil Family Expo? I know last year was just the tip of the iceberg, and people are, that's all they seem to be talking about. That's the buzz. I just made for the company honey infused CBD. Work I have teas mission. Yeah, but I ain't gonna get no buzz off your tea, am I? I can't be, have a cup of tea and go to my Bible meeting, be sitting there talking, oh yeah, Jesus said. Yeah. And I can't say, yeah, I got my co-pilot right here. I can't be, can't do it. It's in Savannah, Georgia, Gail. It's March 31st, April 1st, and 2nd. I think they said it ends the 2nd. They have that breakfast that morning, and then you can go home that afternoon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people say they trying to go. They've been blowing it up. No, okay. Can't mess with it if it's CBD. I don't need to go positive on a P test at the doctor's office. My daughter is a senior this year, and there's just too much going on. Oh, well, congratulations. Getting another one up. I'll be there with bells and I know. Aren't you gonna be with Cheryl and Sifting with Soil? Y'all all hanging together at the Airbnb or something? Yeah. I don't think I had that kind of conversation with Jesus on CBD. No, right? Mm-mm. We ain't buddies like that. He's a lot higher power than I'll ever be. I don't think I could do that. I can't see me say, "You all right?" Yo, bro, you all right? No, no, can't roll like that. I think that would scare the bejeebies out of me. All right. I like the THC. I just can't do the CBD. It works for me. I put it like that. I'm comfortable with the THC. It works. It really works. I really enjoy it. When I take a shower, my pores still open, rub my knees, my legs down to my ankles, my shoulder, my neck, my lower back. I rub it. Anything that might even think you want to ache. I don't even give it a chance to ache, I throw it on there. It's like, hey, you don't get high off of CBD. Okay, I don't know. Mm. I wanted to consult Willie Nelson and Snoop. They could tell me. I'm losing my voice, y'all. Other way, you mean? You know what? Y'all silly. I'm losing my voice, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I have to go get my throat stretched every 6 months. I use the THC. Uh-oh. It took off again. I hate when it does that. I'm trying to look at my phone to catch up. Oh, it worked. I have T's. Okay. We done that. Overshot. Okay. So we done that. We done that. Done that. Done that. I use the THC before I go to bed. Gummies. Oh, okay. Never thought about that. A company, see, it's called Micros. Have a company has it taken off yet, Micro? I know you were getting, I guess, your license, or it's legit. It's legit where you're at to sell. I didn't even know that it went that far. I know people who's in Colorado, and a few other places, but I didn't know that it was up on the East Coast. Yeah, thank good eats. I'm working on that too. My throat, I have problems. I got a knot right here in my throat, and every 6 months they have to knock me out, put a balloon in my throat, and stretch it so I can breathe and talk at the same time. Let me tell you, it's a bear when you want to holler for help and you can't. And when I start coughing, and it's time to go. Yeah, so you're legal now, huh? Like Suge Avery. I was married now. So you legal now. Yes, I've been busy all day. That's what happened. Everybody looking for relief. How do you spell relief? MICRO? All day long. Hmm. You going down to mm, the Soil Family Expo with your wares? Would you be able to do that down in Georgia? If it's You can only do that in the state that you're in, right? You can't go elsewhere and do that. So like you couldn't take your products down to Georgia and sell them during the expo. Like they got vendors who had tables where they can sell their wares. Yes, from here to Alabama. Okay. All right. Just want to know, just asking. Okay. That sounds like a winner. I want to try some on it. Oh, I wanted to try Nightbot. Yeah. How do I do Nightbot, y'all? I have a I have a MSOG would be what you would put in for Nightbot. I know I have it, but I don't know how to bring it up on the chat. Do anybody can walk me through it? How to put night to see if it works? They said I had to be live in order to try it. Gina, how do I do it? It's legal in all 50 states. Oh, excuse me. The other stuff is not legal. Oh, okay. All right. Indiana want to know if you got a website. Okay. Sitting with Soul, she typed it in. Oh, Nightbot popped up. Shut the front door. Check out this channel 6. Mother, thank you. You're the first one to try it and it popped up in there. Lydia helped me do that. Lydia helped me put all this together. Oh my goodness, Nightbot work. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, start dropping MSOG. Let your channels drop. It works. Yay! Dang, I wish Best Yet was in here. It works. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm moving on up. Oh my goodness. It works. Oh my goodness. That's just too freaking cool. Oh, Lydia should have been here to see that. She should have been able to put that in. Yeah, everybody drop your channels. Let everybody know who you are and where they can find you. I've been doing it on everybody else's channel, and y'all get a chance to do it on mine. I'm just so tickled, y'all. Y'all just don't know. Oh, wow. Country Hustle 101. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, everybody drop MSOG. Drop it in there. So everybody can check out your channels and go in. Y'all, I'm up to, I think, 400 and something. I still got a long way to go. About 80 more people before I can hit 500. But hopefully I'll hit it before summer. I'm going to try to start going on other people's channels and talking. On Saturday, I think they're having a Miss T with a T. They're having another, I don't know what they call it, like a roundhouse-a-thon or whatever. I'm on there in March. The second Saturday in March? I'm on there, I think, from 7 to 8 Saturday morning. So I'm really trying to get my channel out. Originally, when I started doing this, I had no intention of being monetized. I just wanted to be able to connect with other folks who had the love of gardening like myself. And I found a lot more than just that. I found a whole new group of friends and family and concerned people about health issues, mental health issues, um, just being able to be self sufficient uh, and growing your own food, being able to not only to help your family but to help your neighbors, help your friends, co-workers, teaching them, educating them. I used to have people come at work all the time. It's sure you know how to grow this, that, and the third. How do you grow such and such and such? What do I need? What do they do? you know, and it was just fun. And they made it fun again. Before I was just gardening for survival, and I still am. But now it's a little twist to it. I can really enjoy it because I can share it with others. Before I didn't always have someone I could talk to and share it with. Now I do. And now that folks know that I have a channel, I'm having people that knew that I garden all along that really didn't say a whole lot, but now they're interested. and what I do, how I grow. And it was like, I didn't know you grew such and such and such. I like, I've been growing it all my life. This is part of me. Everywhere I've ever lived, I had a garden. I didn't care where it was. I didn't care if it was a house, an apartment, or whatever. Here, I've been in this house over 22 years. I don't even buy this house. I rent. My landlady, I told her I wanted to turn this house into a show place. I have as far as the whole front end. It was a blank slate and I've laid it out. And she lets me do whatever I want. And she wants me to come over and look at her yard. Yeah. So, yeah. This is something I can talk to people from all over the world who's on the same page in regards to the love of gardening. And I've learned so much. I was in my own little bubble when it came to garden. You have your mainstay. You have your peppers, you got your tomatoes, you got your squash, you got maybe a couple of melons and a few flowers for pollinators. You guys have opened up my eyes and ears to stuff I had no idea that even existed. Okay. Like all the different seeds that I get. I'm an expert when it comes to flowers and edible flowers and roots of flowers and making tinctures and stuff because my grandmother did all of that stuff. But I have never actually done some of this stuff in action per se, but I know how. So once I finally get my head together, I might try to do a few and do videos because when I was growing up, there wasn't no such thing as canners. It was all what they call it water bath canning. And I used to go to the hardware store with my granddad as a kid, and we would pick up a couple of cases of mason jars and bring them back to the house. And grandma made granddaddy build a kitchen in the basement so that she wouldn't mess up her kitchen upstairs when it came time to canning. We never had a garage in the backyard because grandma had her garden back there. They're from Georgia. So she brought up an apple tree, a pear tree, a grapevine. And the lady next door had an Alberta peach in her yard that I used to tear up. And so we always had string beans and greens and tomatoes and peppers, stuff that she used on a regular. One Sunday we would have greens for dinner, and then the next Sunday we might have string beans. Then we had Crowder peas where I would sit there and you know how you split a pea up and take your thumb and run it up in there and all those peas in the pan and stuff. Old school. These kids don't know nothing about any of that. Most kids think all they vegetables came from is the supermarket. They don't know that you can actually grow these in their own yard. So, and grandma had flowers. I love the cosmos. She loved cosmos. And she had the most beautiful roses you ever wanted to see. Oh my God, they were just absolutely gorgeous. So, Granny brought her skills from Georgia up to Ohio and she put them to good use. I have a kitchen in my basement and a cold room too. Back in the day, we used to get coal, and they had a coal cellar down there where they come up and put the coal down. And then when I was coming up, we had stuff y'all never even heard of or seen. We had a real milkman that used to come by with this little thing and milk, and he would leave 2 bottles of milk. He had a milk chute on the side of the house, and he put the milk in there. And then we had the juice man. He would come in and bring that juice. That juice had so much pulp in it, it was ridiculous. But that was the best juice. I can't think of the name of it. Maybe someone in here who might know about the juice I'm talking about. But we had the numbers man to come in. You didn't lock your doors. You didn't worry about thieves and stuff. You didn't lock your doors. We'd be sitting in the kitchen having breakfast, and the number man would come in. Grandma had a doily on top of the radio with a glass dish. He write her numbers, put her numbers in there, come in there, sit down, grab a piece of bacon, toast. She pour him a cup of coffee. When we was coming up as kids, things was safe. Things were fun. These kids have no idea about any of this because The generations do not tell the next generation how they was raised and how they survived. So therefore, these kids today don't know how to survive. They have no clue. And it's sad. You need to talk to your kids and tell them your history. You need to talk to your kids and tell them how their future will be if they don't do A, B, and C. People don't talk to their families anymore. People don't talk anymore. I've seen two people sitting next to each other, texting each other, the conversation. They're sitting right here. You can't talk to them. It was just ridiculous. It's garden community. It is. It's amazing. There's somebody in here that knows something. Like I said, no two people garden alike. If you see the videos, you see the shapes of the garden is different. If they got chickens, the chicken coops are different. If they have anything caged in, the cages that they make is different. The houses are different. The yard is different. Some yards are fenced in. Some yards are open. Some yards are huge. And some can be as small as a front porch. You got people like TLC who was gardening on her porch. And that was it. You had other little gardens and other chats. When people say they don't know how to garden, it's the means that you don't want to because it's easy. It's so easy. It's only hard if you make it hard. Don't ask how to do something. Then when folks tell you how to do it, you say, oh, that's too much. Well, you really didn't want to do that in the first place. That was just a thought. When you found out, excuse me, the garden is work, which it is, and it's hard work, they don't want to do it. They're always looking for the easy way out, you know. Excuse me. And so that's why when I go to the doctor, my granddaughter goes to the doctor with me. So that when I learn about something new about my body, she's there to hear it just in case as she get older and it pops up, she knows it's hereditary. Excuse me, y'all. So yeah, we need to talk to one another. I remember the milkman. Ours was near the floor, so we had a doggy door from it. I lived in the same house 71 years now. Oh, my cousin just sold a family house. Didn't ask anybody if they wanted it. So we ain't talking to him right now. Okay, hello all there. I was in a photo shoot. Sorry if I missed anyone. You was in a photo shoot doing what? Speedos? What? Oh, website coming soon. We almost have an acre. Okay. I have a quarter of an acre lot that I lease from the city. That's where my big garden is at. It's a quarter acre lot that I lease from the city. I grew up on a farm. We had field of veggies. Oh, I would have loved. My uncle had a farm out in Chagrin Falls that we used to go to, and I used to go out there and chase his chickens and stuff. That was so cool. Granny wouldn't let us have chickens. I wanted chickens so bad. Granny's journal. I just I just noticed that when you say hello, hey, hon, how are you? Glad you made it. I try to grow this new to me peppers called sweet chocolate peppers. Yeah, I've seen a lot of folks talking about that. I think Mike is growing those in his hydroponics. If I Mike, aren't you growing those? Thank you, Mike Guava. We have the soda truck that delivers sodas in glass bottles. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. And you had those vending machine that had glass bottles like the Coca-Cola at the gas stations and stuff. So yeah, don't break your throat. We don't need you going hoarse. Well, it's 1:54. I got 6 more minutes, Gina, and then I'll give it a rest. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just overdue going to the doctor. I just hate it because they knock you out Everybody laugh at me. And when I come to, you kind of groggy, get to talking real stupid and be like, when they gonna do it? And they be like, it's time to go home. I was like, oh. So I'm supposed to be laughing at me because I'll be saying crazy stuff. Yeah, Mike, I'm trying them. Don't know how the taste. Okay. Yeah, well, ain't but one way to find out. Just got a side job to fix people's gardens. Yeah. Um, that's where I make my money. It's summertime. I actually can sit in people's flower beds. They was like they pay me to pull weeds. I give them a price, they agree to it, and I pull weeds. And then if they want another service, like if they want to buy flowers and want me to plant them, that's another charge. Everything I do is a charge. It's nothing free. That's how it helps keep me to buy potting soil and mulch and what have you. I don't have to dip into my budget. Like Gina said, I got envelopes too, but if there's no money in that envelope, I won't be buying nothing until somebody call me for a job. Now I've already got 2 people already told me once the weather warm up, they want me to come over and look at their yards. So, yep. So I'm looking forward to that. Good for you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And even a fourth of an acre is a lot for me. Um, since I'm doing it all myself. If you see my latest video, it's a hot mess. I was so busy working on doing yards last year to make money till my yard somewhat suffered as far as the fall cleanup. I got all that cardboard from that one house that was doing renovations across the street. And I actually did the landscaping for that house. Made me a little coin. But I didn't get a chance to work in my own yard for working in other people's yards. So it's like a rock and a hard place. But I get it done because I do like my food. I woke up more baby rabbits. I kicked out the wrong rabbit. Oh. Michael, your rabbits is so cute. They was done. I like when you start, yep, right. And it's funny. They say, I'll be like, well, who's all these people? Why are they sitting around laughing? What'd you say, Mike? You said they put the gas in. They said you and you blink. Yeah, it's funny. My granddaughter, she'll come over and sit with me because all I'm gonna do is sleep the rest of the day because you still got that anesthesia in your system and there's nothing you can do. And they bring me in the house. People who take me have keys to the house, so they bring me in, they tuck me in. They might stay for an hour or two and check on, make sure I'm all right. Then they leave. They'll have water in the pitcher next to the bed, so if I get thirsty when I wake up, my throat's never sore, just a little scratchy. Now pop both boys upside the head. I got more mouths to feed. Yeah, well, that's what happened. You gotta learn how to, to match them up. 2 boys, not a boy and a girl. You should know by now. Off the top, but can we get the details on the lipstick? Ew, it's 2 different shades. I was trying to make sure that I could match the pink. I have about 100 tubes of lipstick because I don't like chapstick. So I wear lipstick. And the girls on the job, when I was working, if I didn't have lipstick on, they say, Miss Shirley, you naked. I knew what they meant. I meant I didn't have earrings and I didn't have lipstick on. If I felt my ears and I had earrings, I know they was talking about my lips. So whatever shade of clothes I'm wearing, I don't care what it is, I have a lipstick that matches it. And these are 2 different shades. It's a light pink and then it's a frosted pink that I blend together, trying to get it to match the shimmer in my earrings. Yeah, I'm a little OCD about color combination because my granddaughter told me one day we was going to the store, I looked like Rainbow Bright. She said, you got on pink top and green pants and a blue jacket and a red hat. And she's like, Grandma. And ever since then, she was little then. She's 33 now. I've been color coded, as they say. OCD about colors. It's got to match. I can't leave the house. If I'm not matching, I'm not leaving. Rub some of that oil on your throat. You be fine in the morning. You know what? I didn't think about that. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Thanks, Micro. You good for something. Sent me more because they know I'm coming. Going to be busy, so they get eaten early. Hey, thank you, Mary. Mary, go with me. I had a different hat, a pink hat with a bib on it, but then I saw I won't be seeing. I couldn't see the chat. I'd be doing like this, trying to see the chat. So I was like, yeah, okay. Oh, all right. Granny saying hello. Yeah. All right, y'all. It is now officially 2 hours. I know some of y'all got to go to work tomorrow. I've been retired for a while, so and I know Micro Farmer is retired also, but I know he's also a busy man with his business. So a lot of y'all got to go to work. A lot of y'all got kids or husbands or significant others that y'all need to sit down and chill with while it's still early tonight. I'm gonna go rub some of this stuff on my throat. And I'm gonna be like, what's his name? Micro Farmer say, uh, uh, cold beer. Broke farmer, cold beer, and let it soothe my throat. And as we say, it's been fun. I gotta run. I'm gonna say good night to everyone. Thank you so very much for stopping in and making this old lady happy. Hope to see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock. And also in these YouTube streets is somebody else's life. As I always say, y'all have a good evening. Y'all come back now. You hear?